Welcome. We're glad to have you all here. Want y'all to meet our new governor, Nathan Deal.
Well, thank you, Saxby. Let me let the House members go first because they've got a vote going on, and I think we need to get them going.
Well, of course, it's great to see our governor-elect and our colleague here in the House of Representatives for 18 years, the Honorable Nathan Deal, and we are certainly looking forward to his administration. I know the governors are here in Washington to meet with President Obama. I understand that probably occurred earlier today, but we'll let the governor-elect talk to us about that. But we're all awfully proud of Nathan Deal and look forward to him leading Georgia over these next 8 years.
Tom Price, represent the 6th District of Georgia. And what you've got behind, or up in front of you here, are all House folks. It's important to appreciate that. Current members of the House of Representatives, the 2 senators from the state of Georgia, former members of the House, and then our governor-elect, Governor Deal, former member of the House of Representatives. These are remarkably challenging times. But with the 29 Republican governors that we have across this great nation, I know that we will be able to address the challenges that we've got. In the state of Georgia, we are so very, very pleased and honored to have Nathan Deal filling the shoes for our governor for at least the next 4 years, if not the next 8. What we look forward to, Governor, from a congressional standpoint, is working with you and making certain that we provide the kind of flexibility and certainty that states need in order to solve the great challenges that we have. So we commit that to you and wish you Godspeed.
Well, I'm delighted to welcome Governor-elect Deal back to Washington, and he certainly provided great leadership for the state of Georgia in his service here. And I look forward to his good and great leadership in the state of Georgia as we go through these challenging days. And the one thing that I know and I appreciate about Governor-elect Deal is that he understands the unneeded mandates that come from Washington, and that he can stand side by side with us as we reject those going to the state of Georgia. And Governor Deal, I look forward to working with you alongside you.
The helmmanship state of Georgia is in great hands in Nathan Deal. I'm so excited about his upcoming administration. I'm excited about where we're going. I'm excited because I think you're going to see a greater cooperation between the federal government and the state government as we go forward. We've got to develop a greater sense of vertical federalization. Nathan Deal is the man of the hour, but he's also the man for the times. And I'm so excited that our colleague, my dear friend Nathan Deal, is our next governor. I'm Paul Broun, represent the 10th Congressional District in Georgia, and I'm eager to work with him and for him as we go forward as a state of the nation. Thanks, Paul.
Now I get to introduce you. It is a real privilege for all of us to have Nathan here. This is his first trip to Washington since being elected governor. Good news about Nathan Deal from a professional perspective is that we don't have to educate him about the issues of Washington. We also don't have to educate him about the fact that Washington is not the answer to all problems of individuals or states. He very well knows that. Nathan is a true fiscal conservative, and I think it's very appropriate that we're having this news conference today in the House Budget Committee room. Nathan is going to have a very difficult time balancing the budget of Georgia. We look forward to doing our part to help him in any way we can with respect to that issue, as well as issues involving health care and water and defense and whatever else may be of import to him as he takes over the leadership of our great state. He's just a terrific individual, number one. He's been an outstanding public servant, and he's going to make a great governor for our state. And never before have we needed a true fiscal conservative at the top of the leadership in Georgia like we do now. And I'm just so very proud of him, and so proud that he has taken the first step to reach out to us, to ask us to provide the assistance and support that he as governor will need, and he well knows that we're going to be with him 100%. So it's my privilege to introduce my colleague, Johnny Isakson.
Thank you, Saxby. And Nathan, I want to congratulate you on a great victory, and I want to tell everybody here
what should be recorded is Georgia is very fortunate because the challenge of our time in the next few years is health care. And the biggest expert out of Washington is Nathan Deal. And as we tackle the problems with the mandates in terms of the health reform bill, the challenges it brings to our state, the pending immediate increase in cost of delivering health care, there is no one more capable of communicating with this White House and this administration to get some reason in terms of how health care is dealt with so it does not add to the difficulties and the financial problems of our states. Nathan knows it backwards and forwards. He was a champion during all the debate last year and has been a champion for years on health care issues. So if there was a man for the time, it's Nathan Deal, and we are honored that he's here today and came home for a visit, even if it was just for a short period of time. I'm pleased to turn it over to the governor of Georgia, my friend Nathan Deal.
Thank you, John. Thank you so much. Well, thank you to my former colleagues and my two great senators. I appreciate the fact that they would come and be here today, and also my colleagues in the House, and of course they had to go for a vote that's on the floor. I am in Washington today because the President has invited the newly elected governors all across the country to come and to have a meeting at the White House today. I have just left there just a few minutes ago. We had a very interesting session this morning. It sort of reminded me like some of our committee hearings, quite honestly, as we called some of the secretaries before us to testify, except we were on their home turf and they were telling us what they wanted to hear rather than answering our questions necessarily. This morning we heard from Secretary Sebelius, and we also heard from Secretary Napolitano. At lunch today, the Vice President as well as the President addressed the assembled group of governors and had a very good interchange of questions of the President, and he was, I think, very forthright as to where he stood on issues. Certainly the issues that confront every state are pretty much the same, quite honestly. The questions that you would expect, the health care legislation is at the top of the list. Everybody is concerned about the impact of that on their state, not only in terms of their state budget and the expansion of Medicaid that is going to be dictated by that legislation, but also the impact on businesses in their state as to the affordability and the availability, quite honestly, of being able to participate as the law would dictate.